Stepping out of 1985 onto AEW Collision, the Outrunners team with Hook and FTR in the main event 10-man all-star tag match.
And the Professor Serena Deeb is looking to take Queen Aminata to school. All that and more coming up on the show. Take it away, Chandler.
Hey, Daver here. Welcome to the show.
Hey, this guy's still Chad.
And we are going to review something we haven't done in quite a while. What are we going to do today, Chad?
Queuing up the old AEW Collision.
Collision? Is that French? Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, we wanted to wait for Chandler to come back from his excursion in Japan to get back on the retro views. So me and Chad were like, let's do Collision.
Yeah, we tried the Rampage thing, and then they canceled Rampage, or rumors of. So we're like, you know what? Let's see what's going on the old Collision, and it was actually a pretty good show. There's some at least minor implications for Grand Slam. A little bit of setup. I like it.
Yeah, just enough to kind of like make you think like it might be almost must see. Like there's a couple things on there that
it's
yes. Yeah, I really liked the Saraya bit, laying out the Saraya rules for her Jamie Hayter match.
Were they poking fun at Bloodline rules?
Ooh, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But yeah, that was great. Harley Cameron is A+.
Oh yeah. Just like even when she's not on camera, just the weird little things she does when she's not talking, like, oh, so good. Then at the end, crumples up the paper and shoves it in her mouth. I don't understand, but it's hilarious.
Love her. She's getting pretty damn good in the ring. She's good on the mic. She's just got that tiny bit of like comedy element that works.
She's freaking hilarious. Like her, like I don't even think when she's intentionally trying to be, but like just reading off those rules, and I was like, no phone was out. I was watching it. Like that's kind of awesome for a non-wrestling segment.
Yeah, she kind of like outshined Saraya for me a little bit in that bit. Yeah, fun stuff. We got apparently there's a MXM Acclaimed feud.
Yeah, who knew?
Who knew? Yeah, we haven't watched Collision since their very first Arlington, Texas stint episode. Maybe the hologram debut. Was that it?
Yep, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, because then we had that run of doing previews and pay-per-view reviews.
Predictions and reviews.
Yeah, that took up like a month and a half right there.
Yeah, all in, all out, all that shenanigans. Yeah, it was good. It felt good to get back into it. Like, I really missed it. I love the Nigel McInnes, Tony Schiavone duo. That might be my favorite two-man booth.
Right?
Like, ever.
Yeah. I even like the little interaction they had during Nigel's promo. It was pretty good.
Yeah. I wonder what the implications of that will be going forward, but we'll get to that. We had a pretty violent bunkhouse brawl match for the ROH tag titles, held by Dustin and Sammy versus the Undisputed Kingdom. We had a all right Mariah May match. Lady Frost really didn't get a chance to shine like she usually does.
No, I know. I was pretty used to like her getting to do all her cool acrobatic stuff, and it felt just kind of like a straight up wrestling match, which was like a little bit disappointing because like her Queen Aminata, at least one more that I'm like these people who are just like they're the jobbers, but they're the ones you always look forward to seeing, and you're like we're always hoping like eventually get that win. One of them's gonna pull a 1-2-3 kid kind of thing, I bet, and get that big win.
It's not a Lady Frost match unless someone kicks out of the chiller driller.
Right? Yeah.
And that didn't even get to do it.
No.
So little bummed on that. But the other women's match, Serena Deeb and Queen Aminata
Mm.
killed it.
Yeah, I think that
The
was match of the night for me.
Yeah, I think I'll agree on that. We had Darby Allin versus Evil Uno. Earlier in the night, he kind of tried to get Evil Uno all psyched up and ready for a fight, but the match kind of fell flat to me. It could have been a
Yeah,
little more violent.
yet again, it felt like a wrestling match. There wasn't a lot special to it. Like we were saying off camera, we still got to see Evil Uno at a prestige thing, and he came out super intense. He's fighting Alan Angels, and he sort of came out with like the tie loose, sort of like a Mick Foley kind of homage, and he was like crazy and intense. Like that was the Uno I was hoping we were gonna get. Like it felt like that's what Darby Allin was trying to do, and then he came out and just had kind of a wrestling match, and it was like I think you guys could have done a little more.
Yeah, nothing stood out to me as far as it being more violent than usual or an actual fight like they were going for, but uh, yeah, it happened. The main event was super fun. Uh,
Yeah,
little unpredictable ending in my mind, but
yeah, which is good.
yeah,
We need more of those. It kind of like as much as I love the product, I want more swerves and like just or even just things like you can't predict in general. Yeah.
yeah. Then we got a Nigel McGuinness promo at the end of the show. Uh, Probably could have been a third as long as
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
kept
Excellent
going.
promo, went way too long.
Yeah, he lost the crowd. We almost got a what chant
Yeah.
started in there. Uh, yeah, we get it. You hate Brian Danielson. Your career would have been better than his. You're gonna beat him. We get it. He's a
Yeah.
clam digger.
Yeah, but like unless you're like The Rock or something, because yeah, I looked at the clock where and there was like what 10, 12 minutes left going into that segment. And yeah, there was a little bit of interaction with Shivani, but for the bulk of it was him by himself. Like, unless you're like The Rock or somebody, you cannot hold people's attention that long. Like, it's no slight against him. He's very good promo, but like that's a long time. Like, man, try to imagine doing this podcast by yourself, much past the 5-10 minute mark. I know I'd be like stopping recording, like, oh, that was good. Uh yeah, so no, he did a fine job, but yeah, it was just like you said, way too long. I think they could have made some of those matches a little longer and given him about half the time, and it would have been way more impactful.
Like what he's saying. I like his intensity. Just shorten it up a little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's get right into AEW Collision from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Springfield,
Uh,
Springfield, it's a hell of a place.
yeah, it is. Yeah, we've started right out with the ROH World Tag Team Title match, Bunkhouse Brawl. Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, the current champions, versus Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. Um, man, like Mike Bennett and Matt Taven get kind of a bad rap, but man, I like them.
Yeah,
They're
no, they
reliable.
yeah. Yeah, no, they just that Devil Dumpling Gang stuff just ran a stink on everything because like Roddy, love them, but man, that soured me on him for a hot minute. And same with these two; they're great at what they do. Honestly, they could be a serious threat if they took them a little more serious. They seem to be sort of the gate like the elevated jobbers of the division.
Yep. Yeah. I think they're great. They do great work. Um, yeah, they get a bad rap, but I like them. But yeah, the fight starts right on the ramp. Sammy and Dustin attack Taven and Bennett right there. Dustin decks Bennett with his dad, Dusty Rhodes' belt buckle. Then he scrapes it on Bennett's head, making him bleed. I like Tony Schiavone. He's like, I've seen him wear does his father wear that many times. It feels good.
Yeah.
All the history, Sammy Guevara takes a chair to the head trying to do a tope. Um, man, like I know I'm weird. I don't mind. I'm a sicko, mind you. I don't mind an unprotected chair shot to the head every now and again.
That
But
version of
this,
it's good because, like, it's not like you're doing a full swing, like, you're hitting and it gets thrown and gets the chance to bounce, and like, the swerve one I thought was gimmicked well, like, it looked good and I felt like it was safe. It's for me, like, like, Mick Foley taking, like, 14 in a row from The Rock, and that was not gimmicked. It was just sucked, and that was dangerous. Like, as long as you're taking steps to protect the talent, because nobody wants anybody to get hurt or forced to retire or God forbid another Chris Benoit type situation. Uh,
Mhm.
but like the way they've been doing it, I'm kind of cool with. I think even Chandler was like, "Yeah, those ones weren't bad."
Sometimes I feel like these are just unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like, imagine the chair leg tilting in an eye, or
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
like this
Or
gets me more.
even
E-
Sean Spears Cody, like I don't think that was intended the way it happened. Like, sometimes things go wrong, but like the last few I thought were pretty dang cool and I think pretty safe.
Yeah, they do this a lot where they throw it in the face
Yeah.
of someone diving or charging or coming off the apron. And personally, they kind of like make me like, oh, a little
Yeah.
bit more than just a straight up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he took a chair to the head. Sammy takes a doomsday device from the Undisputed Kingdom. Little
Love that.
variation on that. Matt Taven landed on the chair on the floor, which I thought could have went really bad for him. Um, Dustin bulldogs Taven on a barbed wire table off the stage. That was pretty damn cool. Sammy gives Mike Bennett a cutter onto a table. Then Matt Taven pushes Sammy off of a ladder, really tall ladder, onto two tables that are set up on the floor. Dustin Rhodes grabs the Undisputed Kingdom's dicks to stop them from hitting him with his own father's belt buckle. That was pretty cool. Then he kind of shook,
Yeah, that was
jumped up.
hilarious. Commentary was selling it awesome too. I think they were trying not to laugh.
Yeah, yeah, that was good. That was good stuff. Uh, Dustin Rhodes suplexes Taven onto a chair. Mike Bennett uh, gives Dustin a Death Valley driver onto two chairs that are set up. Dustin gives Bennett an unnatural kick in the corner with barbed wire wrapped around his boot. That could have
That could have sucked.
gone real wrong. Dustin and Sammy win with Sammy sentining Bennett from high up on a ladder and pinning him. Super fun match. I wrote, I'm a sicko. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good plunder match. Sammy also is it just me? Is he a little more jacked?
Bulking up. Yep.
But yeah, no, he looked great. Crowd yet again didn't hate him, so cool. Yeah, throw him with Dusty, and I think like they're rehabbing his character a little, and I think it's kind of working.
Feel like speaking of all the four pillars of AEW, I think Jack Perry, Darby Allen, and Sammy have put on some muscle mass.
Yeah,
Uh, Later on in the show, I couple like angles of Darby like looked like he'd really like put on
yeah,
some like
yeah. He
muscle.
looks solid.
I mean, his mentor is Sting, who used to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Like he had to be like get some pointers from him, or
yeah. It's
Sting be like,
probably
"Hey, man."
having that extra mass, especially with hips, like is from what I understand, not like I've ever taken a bump, but it actually as long as it still doesn't like it's not so much that it's restricting your movement, is actually a lot safer too. Will Ospreay was talking about that in his I think CVV interview, where part of the reason why he was bulking up a little was so he's less likely to injure himself because of that high flying maneuvers. It was just it's more padding, more muscle.
Yeah, makes complete sense. Yeah, fun match. Really hope Dustin doesn't jump ship.
Yeah.
A lot of people are thinking he might become Gold Dust again,
Ugh,
but
please no.
I think he's where he needs to be, like,
Yeah.
with all honesty. Like, he's got a good thing going. Tony Khan loves him. He's a backstage mentor, coach, plays a big part backstage. They should be using him for, like, booking.
Yeah, oh, they should. Yeah, he's got such a good mind for it, and yeah, like I said, and just like watching him work with these younger guys and the stuff he's still willing to do. Like he takes some incredible bumps for somebody his age. Like that DVD through two chairs. Like, oh, dude, that had to suck.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it made me cringe when he did that. But yeah, he made it work. Drip gushing blood. Like yep, love Dustin Rhodes. I think they've really done him, a good service in AEW.
Yeah,
He's been respected. But yeah, after that we get a little Mark Briscoe O'Reilly hologram promo in the back. The premier athletes walk up to him. Mark Sterling doesn't want any shenanigans, and Mark Briscoe says there's only one shenanigator, and
yeah, I
it's
love
Mark
that.
Sterling.
Is that actually in Webster's dictionary?
It's got to be. It is now. The word of the day is equalizer because Rocky Romero is going to be ringside to equalize the shenanigator. Oh God, dude, it's so good. Good to see Rocky Romero. I like him a lot too, even though he never wins.
Ooh,
He's a great veteran, been all over the place, so I really enjoy him a lot. Then we get a little cryptic AEW 5-year anniversary video, and Dr. Britt Baker tease she's going to be there in Pittsburgh, her hometown.
yeah,
Uh, that makes sense. I'm just curious what. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll find out later what she's doing. We already know.
yeah,
Uh, then we get Evil Uno and Darby backstage. Darby says a war is coming, referring to John Moxley, and he's not laying down and dying. He is going to lead AEW in the future and or as AEW World Champion. Darby wants Evil Uno to remind him uh, of what he can do, and throws a water bottle at him to get Evil Uno all riled up. Um, yeah, Darby tried, but
yeah.
I like.
It's funny. All of this stuff, the Moxley thing, Darby, all of it. It's been very clunky. Not the best executed, but I'm still very interested in it. I was like, I enjoy it, but I think it could have been a lot better.
I liked the alluding to there's a war coming. That makes you like any show, any movie you hear there's a war coming.
Yeah.
Like you like perk up. You're like, I like that, man. There's a like eerie feeling about that. Like
Yeah.
Darby knows what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is Shane McMahon still on the table? Is that still a thing that can happen?
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like that maybe a grand slam.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
get CC a little more at least.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, after that, we actually get the Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly hologram versus Premier Athletes match. This is definitely a popcorn match for sure. Dude, hologram is something special, and he is
Yeah.
over, dude. He's a basically a Collision exclusive kind of guy. I mean, we're starting our brand split with him, right? Like
Yeah,
he can just be Collision, uh, Outrunners Collision, FTR on Collision, Roosh, uh, Dynamite, keep the Young Bucks, Swerve,
yeah.
Moxley. Yeah, man, like I want it. I want a brand split. Damn it.
Yeah, they need to do something that to make Collision feel more vital or must see because yeah, like I said, what 2 months without seeing it and came back and I was like, oh, it was good. And but at least they're doing some things now where you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Like the maximum male model stuff. Guess they're feuding with the acclaimed. Who knew?
Yeah, they're kind of keeping Jamie Hayter on Collision Rampage, so we're not really like getting
Yeah.
to see her do her thing. Uh, but yeah, Hologram does this cool like evade sequence, like slipping in and out of the freaking ropes to get away from Tony Nese. Awesome stuff. Mark Briscoe gets a hot tag and does some redneck kung fu on the entire Premier Athletes team. Hologram topes Mark Sterling for trying to distract the ref on the apron. Briscoe gives Josh Woods a J Driller for the win. Um, yeah, Briscoe didn't do his damn chair launch out of the ring.
Nope. Guess he needed the week
Uh,
off.
yeah, but man, I every time I see that J Driller, I love it even more. I'm like really analyzing, like, so he's got the guy up upside down and he lifts one leg first, and he's literally for a split second he's holding the guy with one leg
Oh,
and
that's
then
cool.
hops and lifts to get in that pile driver type position.
Huh.
He like that's how he gets the dude's head in between his legs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess otherwise there'd probably be more room for error, huh?
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's freaking great. Like I've really been analyzing it and like appreciating it more and more and more. Like, yeah, you got to get that one leg up and then hop and yep, dude, it's really nice. Really great move. But yeah, this is fun. You got the premier athletes being uh shitty heels trying to,
Yeah.
cheat and distract the ref. Same old, same old. Um,
Mark Sterling just has such a punchable face.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, popcorn match for sure. Nothing too exciting.
Yeah, I always enjoy the redneck kung fu spot. That always makes me chuckle. But yeah, no, honestly, I I don't think they need to break up or anything, but I think the conglomeration maybe needs to take a step back for a minute because as much as I enjoy the matches, it's also kind of just becoming same old, same old. Maybe they need to find a new combination of people for their popcorn matches because it's like I feel like Tony Khan. He just kind of gets a favorite thing and he just like a dog with a bone shakes it to death and then kind of kills things a little. Like maybe space it out a little more.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah. After that, we get MXM. They have a new jacket for Max Caster, but won't whip it out until next week. They're being all creepy and zipping it and
Yeah.
like a little innuendo. Uh, let's see. Yeah, so apparently they stole Max Caster's jacket. It must have been last week on Rampage because didn't watch that one.
Nope.
So yeah, that should be pretty fun. Hopefully they can bring that on to Dynamite, get that feud popping off, get that tag division heating up a little bit. But yeah, I think MXM could be a pretty big player in the tag division if they
Yeah. No, I'm kind of
get
getting
right.
excited. It looks like they're trying to make some steps to revitalize it. MXM, Grizzled Young Vets. So they're adding some fresh blood.
Outrunners.
Yeah. Yeah, adding some fresh blood, which I read that actually Outrunners finally actually have officially signed with AEW. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
they did. They didn't get the graphic, but it did happen.
Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, maybe they'll start pushing that. Yeah, and I feel like the women's division's kind of making some steps too. So I don't know. Feels like they're trying to course correct in a few different places, and yeah, I'm excited. One of the reasons why I was like really into AEW was like because like for good tag team wrestling, and I feel that kind of went by the wayside for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, the Bucks, haven't defended it very much, and they're not on TV a lot, and uh, they're not as cool as they were with the Sting feud.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they do something to sort of heat up the division and then pass those belts off, and then they can go off do Bucks things without having to be the tag team champs. They can go do faction stuff or whatever they want to do. Go be the actual EVPs, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, weird. Yeah, I want either MXM or the Outrunners to get the belts.
Yeah.
Not another repeat FTR. I don't
Yeah.
think the Acclaimed.
No.
No. Uh, Not even the Grizzled Young Veterans.
No, I
They're
think
not.
they'll get there, but they're not probably not as over as they were hoping they would get.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, one of those two teams will make it happen. Next up, we got Mariah May versus Lady Frost in an AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator match. Uh, those are rarely won.
No.
Every now and again, we get swerved,
Yeah.
but uh, yeah, I know Chandler a while back really liked when the Acclaimed actually won
Yeah.
their Eliminator match. Um, but yeah, Mariah May blows Nigel a kiss. I like that they're keeping that going. Lady Frost does a twisting tornado slam on Mariah May, covers for a 2 count. Mariah May wins with a Storm Zero. I didn't have a lot of notes here.
No, it kind of just felt like paint by numbers wrestling match, which is unfortunate because, like, I know we're both huge fans of Lady Frost. She's fantastic, and Mariah May looks usually very devastating in the ring. And it felt like I don't know if they ever rushed or just didn't click or whatever, but yeah, I was expecting a lot more, and I just felt to me like paint by numbers kind of a match.
Yeah. I mean, Mariah May did do her tiaras in the corner with the handstand, and Lady Frost did a cartwheel off Mariah May's back kind of thing. But yeah, nothing. Lady Frost usually does some major cool
Yeah,
flippy stuff.
yeah, feels like
And
somebody out of the Matrix usually, like just the way she incorporates that stuff. It's like, what? But yeah, this time it felt like yeah, just felt like they just went out and had a match. It wasn't bad, but it's not outstanding.
yep, yeah, I'm a big Lady Frost fan for sure. But yeah, we got no future match for Lady Frost and the World Champion. Then we get a little Willow promo. She says she'll be watching Yuka Sakazaki's match closely at Grand Slam. Then walks up Deanna Perrazzo and calls her out. Says she should be doing more than just watching closely. She should be in Yuka's corner. Deanna says she will offer protection to Yuka Sakazaki like a real friend would. Uh, Taya Valkyrie gets in Willow's face, and Willow challenges Taya Valkyrie on Rampage. I'll never know how that match ends up.
Nope.
uh, yep, might as well not have even happened. Um, so yeah, looks like Gianna's kind of forming like a little, maybe not a faction, but an alliance. That's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
kind of sort of mob boss kind of a figure. I like it.
Yep, I got friends in New York, friends in New Jersey. Dude, yeah, kind of like that theme of that. We got the Acclaimed after that calling out MXM. Max does a little rap. Bowens tells them to nut up or shut up. And yeah, it was pretty short and sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I was kind of like, hey, they're doing something cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta love Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
It's cool that he's on TV,
yeah. Yeah, I think
like
he's
a
sort of
lot.
serving his purposes. At least he's not been in the ring lately, kind of taking the shine away from people.
Hmm. Yeah. Then we get our Darby Allin versus Evil Uno match, teased earlier. Uno slaps Darby to the mat and attacks him with a belt by whipping him. Reynolds cheap shots Darby Allin on the floor. Darby gets a bulldog choke onto Evil Uno, very John Moxley esque.
Yeah, yeah. They
Uno
made
gets to
reference
the
to that.
ropes. Yep. That's how Moxley choked out Evil Uno in the past. Darby topes Reynolds and whips him with the belt. Uno misses a senton and hits the floor. That was pretty crazy. Just whop
Yeah,
right on the freaking floor. Darby wins with a coffin drop. Again, just like A B C D E F G, boom, boom, boom. Uh,
yeah. Yeah,
I
that
thought it was
promo
going to
got
be
me
way
kind of
more
fired up
violent.
to see the match. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna get a bloodbath," and then we did not.
No, man, I thought that was going to be way more violent. Uh, but yeah, maybe they'll team up sometime in the future when the war comes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah. Um, then we get a recap of Hangman Adam Page and Jeff Jarrett and their feud. And then we get a Jeff Jarrett promo. Jarrett calls out Adam Page for Grand Slam for a lumberjack strap match.
Yeah,
Hell yes.
I
So
didn't know you could combine those two. That's awesome.
right, he's all fired up and he keeps smacking the wall with the the strap
Yeah.
and making the ladies jump every
Uh-huh.
time. Yeah, man, he said he's gonna kick Page's freaking ass. Uh, yeah, man, I you already know I love Jeff Jarrett, man. He's on my Mount Rushmore, buddy.
Yeah, no, and it's just it's incredible. Like how's he, in my opinion, how's he doing the best work of his career this late into his career? It's amazing.
Yeah, he is compelling. He's in great shape
Yeah.
and he can still go at 50 whatever years old. Love it.
Yeah.
And I really love his podcast too. You should check
Ooh.
that out if you get a chance. But yeah, after that we get me and you both of our match of the night here. Queen Aminata versus Serena Deeb. Both women start out doing some amazing technical stuff. Uh, they go back and forth, and then they get the whole like they both kind of back off and stare each other down, and the crowd applauses
Yeah.
trope. Uh, Deeb takes control of Aminata through picture in picture. Queen Aminata makes a comeback with a snap suplex and a swinging fisherman's neckbreaker on Deeb. Aminata takes Deeb's head off with a running knee in the ropes and covers her, but somehow Serena Deeb kicks out of that. But she's got a bloody nose. Aminata headbutts Deeb out of the ring. They get back in, and eventually Deeb wins with a Deeb tox. Uh, I wanted Aminata to win, but man, she looked like a star.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I think it's cool like how Aminata she like mix up styles pretty flawlessly too. Like she's like a power wrestler one moment, then also technical the next. Like it was a really slick match, and man, I wanted her to win so bad.
Yeah, she's really great at selling too. Deeb got her in that weird stretchy thing.
Yeah.
and she got out of that and just holding her back, dude, and just man, yeah, it's so good. They need to reward her with some wins here. Start elevating, future stars.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I keep waiting because they employ the use of enhancement talent a lot more than WWE does nowadays, and I keep like waiting for somebody to get that 1, 2, 3 kid moment, like you know what I'm talking about, way back in the day when he beat Razor Ramon. Like, yeah, just because I think that'll just pop and she could do it. I think that'd be awesome.
I agree. Yeah, she's one of my favorites. Every time I see her, I light up, and yeah, I like her. I like Lady Frost. Um, I don't know. Let's think of some men's division versions of enhancement talents that we really like. Uh,
They tend to not stick out as much as normal. There was what the cartwheel guy, uh,
yeah, he
tattoo
did.
guy.
Uh, yeah, man.
I guess the
But
Outrunners kind of were that for a minute, then they kind of got over. Yeah,
they've graduated.
yeah,
Yeah, the Outrunners. Uh, maybe Lee Moriarty,
yeah.
Shane Taylor, kind of in a way. But yeah, I don't know. Aminata, Lady Frost, love them. Love to see them wrestle. Um, I don't even know if Lady Frost is signed.
Hmm.
They should.
Yeah, yeah. She's there enough.
Yeah. After that, we get the rules of the Saraya rules match against Jamie Hayter at Grand Slam. We got Harley Cameron listing off all the rules. Rule number one, no rules, except
Like,
for all
all
the
these
rules.
rules.
Number two, only Saraya can use weapons. Three, uh, they must obey the 10 count, except if your name is Saraya. Four, no biting, choking, closed fists, hair pulling, or groin kicking unless you're Saraya. Five, no hammer locks, which is Jamie Hayter's finisher, the
Yeah,
Haterade.
then I like that. I like Saraya. Yeah, I never did like that move.
Yeah. Number six, no outside interference unless you are a friend of Saraya. Number seven, no rope breaks unless you are Saraya. Number eight, match must begin with offense from Saraya. Number nine, Jamie Hayter is a slag. And 10, the winner gets an autographed copy of Saraya's autobiography. Awesome.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then Harley Cameron eats the paper with all the rules on it. And they walk off. Gold.
yeah,
Love Harley Cameron. She's freaking awesome. I enjoy her in the ring, on the mic, and not on the mic.
yeah. She's great.
Um,
Nah, I like that. I like that they're getting to do a feud, and I like that it's not super serious because there's so much serious stuff going on. And this is very. I like the levity. It's pretty fun, and I even kind of like Saraya in this. Like, she hasn't been my favorite since she signed on, but I'm enjoying her in this feud. So cool.
yeah, yep, I'm all about it. Then we get Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara backstage. Sammy is motivated by Dustin Two Belts, with him being one third of the ROH Trios champions and ROH Tag Champs with Sammy. Sammy calls out Okada for an eliminator match on Dynamite. All right,
Ooh.
yes, please.
Is this an eliminator that
Dustin,
somebody's gonna win?
dude, I hope. Dustin gives him words of encouragement. And yeah, looking forward to that. That should be a really fun match. I don't know. Okada will probably cheat or kick him in the balls or something.
Yeah,
But
probably. But I don't know.
it'll
I
be
can
good.
hope. I can hope.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be good. It's all right. I want Takeshita to take that belt from him.
Yeah.
Or
It's
we
time.
did discuss, didn't we discuss it would be cooler if uh Takeshita won the C2? And
Yeah,
if he
yeah, yeah,
didn't,
yeah. If he gets his title shot, loses that, then he gets motivated to just win the tournament. I think that would be a cool story.
yeah, I think that would. But yeah, I'm looking forward. Dude, Grand Slam is gonna be pretty good. Was that for Grand Slam? Yeah.
Yeah.
The yeah, it's gonna be a freaking
Yeah.
pay-per-view
That
basically.
and the strap match is Grand Slam now, or was that the anniversary show? Yeah.
Grand
Wow.
Slam.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Yet
What are
nothing
we getting for
announced
Wrestle
for.
Dream?
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's nothing
Yeah.
announced. Like nothing. Uh oh yeah, we got that trios match with Yuta and Pac and Claudio,
Yeah.
right? Like, dude, Grand Slam is gonna be popping, dude. Can't wait. Uh anyway, we're on to our main event.
Yeah.
Uh All-Star 10-man tag match. Hook, the Outrunners, and FTR versus the Beast Mortos, Grizzled Young Veterans, Roosh, and Roderick Strong. I love it, dude. What a freaking uh, group of people on the heel side. I'll tell you what, man. Every man gets in the ring and they all brawl pretty early on. Roderick Strong is isolated and surrounded by the all the good guys. Mortos cannonballs Dax, then he misses a cannonball senton, but goes for the cover anyway. The Grizzled Young Veterans lariat Hook and tag in Roderick Strong. Hook dispatches Roderick Strong. Then the entire heel team. Hook looked really strong at
Yeah.
that point. Um, I really like how they, let him look like a kind of like Dax, the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
Uh, we finally get Turbo Floyd tagging in, and he scoop slams the Grizzled Young Veterans over and over and over, and the crowd are going crazy. The Outrunners hit a Shatter Machine on Mortos. Truth Magnum gets isolated after he tags in and just gets pummeled by Roosh and Roddy. Then the Grizzled Young Vets tag in and they beat him down. Then Mortos. Uh, then Dax becomes the best wrestler in the world and fights every member of the heel team. Hook and FTR suplex Roderick Strong, Roosh and Mortos simultaneously. Hook and Roddy fight and disappear into the back. Mortos tornillos the pile of guys on the floor. Roosh give Dax the bull's horns with help from Mortos for the win.
Yeah.
What? Uh, did not see that coming.
No, usually these popcorn matches are pretty like fun and impressive, but it's usually the heels taking the loss. So I was excited, and Roosh getting the pin. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was really good, man. Pinning a former AEW World Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
Uh, nothing to ignore there. Yeah, great match. I love the Outrunners, and we were onto it early. We
Yeah.
knew there was something big like 9, 10 months ago. They're even like a thumbnail for one of our videos.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. I was scroll through and looked. I was like, wow, those were really bad when we were first getting started.
But yeah, man, good match. Hooked looked good. Um, Again, we're talking about the Grizzled Young Veterans. Like, I don't like their promos very much, but in the ring, they
Yeah.
are leagues better than what I would have imagined.
Yeah, it kind of
They're
gives me like Timothy
vicious.
Thatcher vibes. Like, man, they're just gonna hurt you and twist you up. I love it.
Yeah, they're just yeah. I mean, I get the grit your teeth, but that's like how they wrestle. They're just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, uh, And then they were like making fun of Truth Magnum ironically
Yeah,
being over.
yeah, yeah. I love him yelling, "You're over ironically," and he's just booting him. Ironic, boom. I was like, I'm like, this is petty, but I kind of like it. It's funny.
It was good, man. It was good. Mortos, can't say enough good things about him. They need to so he might be kind of in that category of
Yeah.
Queen Aminata, um, Lady Frost. Like they need to do something with him. He
Yeah, he
is
needs to be a
super
super
talented.
heel. Like he needs to be like a final boss, like a Gunther type. Like a win from him should matter. It shouldn't be a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Love his look, his gimmick. That must be really hard to wrestle in that thing too.
Right? Yeah,
That
that thing is
mask.
intense.
Again, I want him to team with slash feud with Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
Because they both have such like pretty elaborate masks of animals.
Yeah, apparently so my buddy Benji, he knows a lot of like people from the indies and stuff. And I guess, pre-match a friend of his has seen the Beast Muertos without his mask. And I guess he looks like a Spanish version of Milton from Office Space, which is just really off-putting.
Good thing he wears a mask.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this dude could easily be your accountant. Your
I
accountant that could
love.
wreck you, but
Yep. Don't let him lose his stapler, I guess, is all I
yeah,
have to say.
yeah, burn this place
uh,
down.
yep, yep. Man, yeah, I mean, FTR were like the weakest link in this match to me.
Yeah,
The most boring, like, I know we say it a lot, they bore us. We're the best.
yeah,
We love our family, love our daughter.
yeah. America.
America. Top guys out. But yeah, man, really fun. Uh, yeah, even FTR did. I like Cash a lot better than Dax.
Yeah, no, when Cash gets fired up, man, it's like it's like you owe him money or something. Like he will mess you up.
He even did a tope too, right after
Yeah,
Mortos, I believe. But yeah, yeah, I like Cash a lot. He's never done a singles match in AEW either.
yeah, that's wild. I'd love to see it.
Yep, me too. But yeah, that was our main event. After that, we got Serena Deeb talking about Britt Baker being at the 5-year Dynamite anniversary, calling her out for a match and awaiting her answer.
Hell yeah.
Um, I mean, we've seen it, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy about Britt Baker, and I like Serena Deeb, but
yeah,
we've seen it.
yeah,
We've seen that movie.
yeah. I just hope it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope everything that's going on with Britt Baker is behind her and she has a good match.
Yeah,
It's her hometown, so I mean, like, at least the crowd will have to be like helping. You know what I
right.
mean?
Oh yeah, no,
The
that.
energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Britsburg for sure. They love her there.
Mhm. Yep. Then we get Nigel McGuinness. Really long promo. Wants an answer from Brian Danielson for their Grand Slam match. Currently, we got the little asterisk.
Yeah,
If cleared to wrestle, we don't know. He has a Brian Fears Nigel shirt, and Brian should accept the challenge for the fans. Tony Schiavone interrupts Nigel and calls him out and calls his claims ridiculous. Schiavone says Danielson is not afraid of Nigel. Schiavone says Danielson is the best wrestler he has ever seen, and he's been commentating for the better part of 5 decades. Nigel tells Tony to sit down and shut up if he has an ounce of respect for him. Nigel says he's as good as Danielson. Danielson won't accept because he knows Nigel will win. and the ball is in Danielson's court. Yeah, that was the gist of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I shortened it.
Yeah, and yeah, then at the end, he kind of did a lot of like "Grr" faces at the camera because I think he was waiting to go off air. Got
Yeah,
got kind
yeah,
of awkward at the end. Yeah, yeah, I think I don't know if they had some issues with timing the show, and he got way more time than he should have. Because yeah, it definitely felt like he was tap dancing there at the end. Uh, Loved it.
yeah.
Loved the promo. He's a great promo. Yeah, like I said, I think they just kind of hung him out to dry a little with the timing.
Yeah, he lost the crowd. He did this thing with that Mariah May did after she won the belt, where he paused too
Yeah.
long in between each sentence, giving them time
Yeah.
to interrupt. And we almost got a what chant. And yeah, the crowd turned on him pretty hard. They were with him kind of in the beginning.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, like you said, man. Yeah, if Brian was there and they were going back and forth, I'm sure they could have filled that time. But that's a lot of time for one person to do a soliloquy, essentially. Like unless you're what The Rock or somebody like that, there's very few people that could fill that much time and hold your attention.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, man. So that was a pretty good episode of Collision. It didn't quite have the flair of Dynamite or the flair that Collision had maybe
Yeah.
even, 6 months ago, but it's still I say it's worth watching.
Yeah, yeah. No, I wasn't disappointed that I watched it. There's some good stuff. Like I said, I'm happy that they got some like collision only storylines. I'd like to maybe see a little more crossover. I guess Darby did, but yeah, all in all, it was good. The matches were pretty good. Two that were sort of meh, but they weren't stinkers.
No, no, no. I had fun. The getting wanting to be on the phone test happened. It happened a couple times,
Yeah.
but then I got into it, looked up, like, oh, okay, yeah, this is good. So, um, yeah. So we got, uh, I believe, one more collision that we could potentially review before Chandler comes back.
Oh yeah.
Uh, we should, or do you want to do the retro view?
I'd like to wait for Chandler. I feel like the retro view is fun with more people.
Yeah, so he'll technically be back a week from today.
Oh, okay.
So we could do the retro view. And if everyone doesn't know, he wanted to review um, Sheamus
Gunther
versus Drew McIntyre versus Gunther at WrestleMania 39,
39. Yeah, I think it was 39.
maybe 38. I can't remember. 39, I think. But yeah, he said that was a absolute banger.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll decide. We'll figure out what Chandler wants to do. Either we'll do another collision or we'll do the retro view. But yeah, we'll have another me and Chad two-man booth podcast of Dynamite Grand Slam uh coming out before that, either retro view or collision review.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I think Chandler would have liked this one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, everyone out there, do me a big old favor. Don't you forget to elbow drop that like button, power bomb that subscribe button, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Do you love AEW? Do you hate AEW?
Yeah.
Are you WWE for life? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? We want to know. We want to talk
Do
about
you want
it.
us to keep doing collision reviews or go back to the retro view?
Yeah, we'll do what you want.
Yeah, maybe we should throw up a poll. engagement.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Also, there's something going on in the audio realm. I've heard.
Ooh.
Tell me about it,
Do,
Chad.
do, 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 do. Yeah, so if you maybe want to consume us while you drive, that sounds weird. Um, and you probably shouldn't be watching YouTube while you do that. You can check us out where all major audio podcasts are found, such as Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. If you have a preferred place and you can't find us there, just let us know down in the comments below, and I'll make sure we get onto that platform as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does? Yeah, that's how I can't ever do it like he does.
Yeah.
I can do ooh yeah.
That's the go-to.
That's my yeah. But yeah, cool. Yeah, that just about does it, I think, for our Collision review. It's been a while. It felt good to watch it. But yeah, we'll be back at you with a review of AEW Grand Slam from Arthur Ashe Stadium. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I think that just about does it. And thank you, Chad.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's fun doing it again. I like these early Mondays. It's kind of a nice time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing.
Ooh, it's time for the thing to be done.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.